Now that we have the cabinet set in place, all the utilities run to it, let's get a top on it.
Okay, we're going to start with the fiber board, this concrete board. I got underneath the little particle board for support. I don't know if I'm going to leave it there or not, but how I cut this, how I cut that piece over there, is I got a straight edge and then took a razor knife and just cut along the line, and it cuts this little webbing here, and then you have to break it and cut the other side. See, it's cut. See what we got here. Okay, I've got this cut. Got this underneath if I decide. This is 1 inch wider on each side than the cabinet. Okay, I'm gonna start this thing here. This is the edge because I want this to come here and have an edge of concrete. So they sell products that do that, but nah, I don't know. I can do it a lot cheaper this way. Hopefully it works. This is going to be an inch space right in here. Okay, I finished it. Now, you can see here, there is a drop here that's a 1 inch height. So when they pour the concrete, it's going to go flat here, and there'll be a lip, 1 inch lip on the bottom of this, and that's just to kind of cover everything else and make it look a little smoother. I did screw this wafer board, or what do you call it, this concrete board, to the bottom, and boy, it fastened it up pretty good. How heavy is this, I wonder? Huh, it's not that heavy. I got the top all put on. This is the block out for the sink. It's going to be 1 inch here and 1 inch there, I think. Well, before I pour, I'll get the sink tomorrow, so I'll make sure that's what it is. But that's going. I got this all caulked here. I'm going to go ahead and caulk the inside and let this set for a while. And then after I pour the concrete, I'll just go ahead and unscrew these. That's got sitting up on the board here. And these will come off, and then I will set it down where it goes. It's about the only way I could figure it, because I didn't want it too big, too much bigger. So anyway, the sink ended up getting a little, well, it's a bar sink. Okay, it's doesn't say what time it is. 12:23, and got all the stuff I needed. I got the sand and cement mix. I got now I got all tools. I've got a mixer. Got this stuff here, which they tell you very little about how to mix it. It's a fluidizer. It makes it. You don't put as much water in, but you get as much wet, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to try that. And I've got the bucket set up. I got some water, got my paddle, got my concrete. So I'm going to go ahead and give her a try.
Mixing up the mud in a 5-gallon bucket. I've tried to do it proportionally so I'd get a little bit of mixed, and then I could put some more concrete, a little more water, and work through it like that. And what I found is on the bottom of the bucket, on the sides, it didn't mix very well. Again, I worked, but it didn't work very well. I did a better job on the second bucket because I did a half a bucket, mixed that, and it just took a long time. And kind of the front part of it, the part I started with, started getting hard because this gets hard pretty quick. And I won't say I lost it, but I didn't do a very good job at finishing it up. Just wish I would have used a wheelbarrow and a shovel to mix this, because I think I could have controlled it a lot better by doing that. I had too many inconsistencies from one pour to the next pour to the next pour, next bucket rather, and it didn't work well. But hell, I gave her a try.
Now this is not working. Either I need to do a half a bag at once. It's almost like dry pack. Well, that ain't gonna work.
I'm using a straight 2x4 to flatten the concrete and to get it as even as I can. Uh, it's a work in progress, I'll tell you that.
Okay, I'm gonna do a half a bucket.
This is the consistency that the concrete should have been, the whole thing. It's pretty soupy, but it flowed good. The other ones, I think I had them too dry. And now you can see the outcome. I tamped them, tried to get them to fill in all the holes. I did pull up on the pig fence I had. I don't know if I showed you, but I did. Tried to get it in the middle of the pour because that's where it's the strongest. Just wasn't going real well. I used my battery operated Sawzall reciprocating saw with no blade, and that That's to vibrate all the edges, so I don't get the honeycombs on the uh, edges of the concrete, and it seemed to work pretty good. I didn't have at the end. I didn't seem to have many holes from lack of compaction or aeration or whatever I did. But again, who knows? I would have had somebody mixing up the concrete while I was working it. I think I'd have been a lot better off. But I didn't, so, and it took so long to mix it in that stupid bucket. But, all the videos I watched, they all did it that way, at least most of them. So, obviously I was doing something wrong. I maybe should have just kind of left this alone and mixed the whole batch and then got back on it. But I was kind of afraid I was going to let this dry too hard where I couldn't finish it at all. And that didn't sound good. So maybe that was it. Again, I'd like to do it again, but I'm not going to. I got lucky and the battery died before you saw my last little bit of torment trying to finish this thing up. But I did get it done. It didn't look real good, but I completed it anyway.
Well, it's the next day. Rained all night last night, so glad I put up this canopy. Anyway, not really happy with the way it looks, and I don't know what I can do to fix it. You can see just not smooth. Someplace it is, someplace it isn't. I kind of went over it with just a sponge. This, and I think I'm going to need to sand this, see if I can wet sand it, make it halfway decent, or else I put something, skim coat over it. But I'm not happy whatsoever with the way it looks. It's puddling down that way, but that's fine because I know it's tilted that way. That needs to come up when I finally set it. This end needs to come up. I am just going to leave it here and squirt it down every now and then and let it hit this. You can actually cut the trowel in it. But I don't know if I wet sand this, what it'll look like, but I'll try that, and if I can't, I might have to skim coat something. Okay, it's a new day. See, I poured this on Tuesday. It is now, so it's been 2 days, and it came out pretty rough. I mean, this, I don't know what happened here. I don't know when that chunk came out. But I'm gonna take off these sideboards and see if I got any cover at all. Okay, not a very good outcome. On this part I had it blow out when I was taking the forms away. So it's pretty bad. But anyway, I think I did level it. I'm going to put a wood trim all the way around it to get it to set even and set secure. So I'm starting to take out my sink block out before I do anything else. Like I said, I did give it leveled. Let's see if we can take this knockout out without busting everything up. After using every cutting tool I had, I got this sink cut out and set. So, kind of a little low here, but I don't know if that's a bow of the sink or what I'll call it when I set it. So, every tool I use to get it open. Yeah. I do have the electrical wire that goes from that outlet. You can see it, outlet over there to over here. I got to rerun that because it's a little too short. But right now, I'm going to clean up my mess and figure out how I make it look better. Pretty disheartening to work so hard on something and have it look like crap, but that's what happens when you try things on your own. You don't always win.